Now let's go ahead and revise the next chapter. The next chapter is inspection, search, seizure, and arrest. Everyone, before we go ahead and revise the chapter of inspection, search, seizure, and arrest, let's take a linking. Baba, linking of the chapter comes again from the scrutiny of return. Officer went ahead and scrutinized your return. Officer went ahead and told you about the discrepancy which are there. You went ahead and corrected the discrepancy. Very good. You don't go ahead and correct the discrepancy. Then, Baba, you can give an explanation. If you give an explanation, he likes your explanation, very good. He doesn't like your explanation, then, Baba, or he does not like your explanation, or after going ahead and accepting your discrepancy, you did not take corrective action, officer will get angry. Officer can do audit, special audit, or officer can go ahead and do inspection, search, seizure, and arrest. And using the evidences, he will go ahead and use the special audit, inspection, search, seizure, may whatever evidences he has got, he will use it, and he will go ahead and raise demand order against you under section number 73 and 74. So today we are going to revise inspection, search, seizure, and during inspection, search, seizure, then Baba, officer can also go ahead and arrest you. Now, inspection, section number 67 goes ahead and talks about that a proper officer greater than equal to joint commissioner has reason to believe that taxable person has gone ahead and suppressed the transaction relating to supply or stock. You have gone ahead and suppressed transaction relating to supply, or you have gone ahead and suppressed transaction relating to stock, or Baba claimed ITC in excess of your entitlement, or you have indulged in contravention of the act or rules, and all these things you are going ahead and doing to evade tax. So, Baba, what they are telling, or if there is a transporter, owner, operator of warehouse, or a godown, or any other place is keeping tax unpaid goods, you are going ahead and keeping what, everyone? Goods on which tax is not paid, or you have kept wrong account. Baba, you should keep. Owner, operator of warehouse should keep item wise, owner wise detail. You have not kept the details properly. You have kept wrong accounts in order to evade tax. Then proper officer greater than equal to joint commissioner will tell his subordinate, hey subordinate, take this INS 01, go and do the inspection and come. He may authorize in INS 01 any officer to inspect any place of business of the taxable person, transporter, owner, operator of warehouse or godown, or any other place where the goods are being kept. The first question first over here, who can go ahead and allow direct inspection? Proper officer greater than equal to joint commissioner. Secondly, what are the situation when he has reason to believe that taxable person has suppressed transaction relating to supply, stock, or Baba he claims ITC in excess of his entitlement, or he has indulged in the contravention of act or rules to evade tax, or transporter, owner, operator of warehouse, or a godown, or any other place is keeping what, everyone? Tax and paid goods, or kept wrong accounts to evade tax. Then proper officer greater than equal to joint commissioner will authorize, or he may authorize in GST INA 01 any subordinate to go and Baba do the inspection. Now, after the inspection is done, if pursuant to inspection, or otherwise, if the otherwise means he has got some intelligence information, or might be after inspection, if proper officer greater than equal to joint commissioner still has reason to believe that goods, or he has reason to believe that goods are liable to be confiscated, or documents, books, and things are secreted at any place which will be relevant for proceeding against you to raise a demand order, then in that scenario, proper officer greater than equal to joint commissioner will authorize a search and seizure. Are we clear, everyone? He will prepare one search team, and the search team will come to a place and they will search the place of business. And in that scenario, whatever documents, books, things they find, DBT, documents, books, things they find, or goods which are liable for confiscation, they will take along with them and they will give you a GST INS 01. Proper officer or authorized officer shall make an order of seizure in GST INS 02. That is the order of seizure. And always remember, if it is not practicable to seize the goods, for an example, they had come to a place and big marble ka blocks are there, which is practically not possible to take along with them, then they will put one seal around it and say order not to remove or deal with the goods except with the permission, and they'll give a GST INS 03, which is an order of prohibition. Are we clear, everyone? First of all, they will do inspection. After inspection, they will do search and seizure. They will search and seize what goods which are liable for confiscation, document, books, and things which are important for a proceeding. They will go ahead and seize and take along with them. Now, if they have gone ahead and seized the goods, documents, books, and things along with them, they will go ahead and use it for proceedings against you to raise a show cause notice. But documents, books, or things they will return after the examination or inquiry. If document, books, or things are relied upon, they will use to issue a show cause notice against you. If they are not relied upon, then they will go ahead and return within how many days, everyone? 30 days. Now, what are the powers of the officer during a search activity? They have come for a search in your premises and you are telling this Almira, I don't have the keys. Then the power of the officer is, first of all, they can seal your premises. They can break open the doors. They can break open Almira, electronic devices, boxes, receptacle in which goods, accounts, documents are suspected to be concealed and access has been denied. Officer will tell you, open this door. You told I don't have keys. He will break it off. The next one over here is, sir, I want photocopies of my document. Can he allow photocopies? Yes, Baba, photocopies or extract of seized document shall be allowed to you. But if he feels that giving you the document ka photocopies can be prejudicial for the revenue, it can have a loss effect on the revenue, then they will not go ahead if it is prejudicially going to affect the investigation. Then section number 67.7 goes 67.6 goes ahead and says, if you want your goods which are being seized to be released provisionally, then provisional release of the goods will be done upon execution of bond, which will be in GST INA 04. Along with that, you have to give a security, which is a BG, bank guarantee, which you have to give. And bank guarantee should be enough to cover the tax, interest, and penalty. Sir, I don't want to go ahead and give a bond or a bank guarantee. Then, Baba, please make the payment of the tax, interest, and penalty, and you can go ahead and provisionally release your goods. The next one over here is section number 67.7, which goes ahead and talks about once they go ahead and seize your goods, it means the possession has been taken. Now they will start the confiscation, and for confiscation, the proceedings will be started within 6 months. And if they don't go ahead and start the confiscation proceeding within 6 months, further extension can be given of 6 months. And sir, if they don't do the confiscation proceeding, that is show cause notice to confiscate your goods, if it does not come to you within 6 months plus extended time of 6 months, then Baba, they will have to return you the goods. The next one is if they go ahead and seize your goods and take, and if those are perishable goods, hazardous goods, depreciating goods, or they don't have space to store the goods, then they will go ahead and tell that if you want the goods to be released, pay the lower of market price of the goods or things, or the tax, interest, and penalty which you are required to pay. If you pay, very good. If you don't pay, then if taxable person fails to pay, the PO will dispose of those goods and they will go ahead and release the amount, and whatever is their expenses, they will go ahead and recover it from there. Whatever is the tax, interest, and penalty will be recovered from the amount. So it says if taxable person fails, PO will dispose of. PO may dispose of the goods and things, and the amount realized shall be adjusted towards tax, interest, penalty, or any other amount, means whatever was their expenses. Might be they did an auction, to do the auction, whatever their expenses were there. Might be they stored the goods, whatever the expenses were there to store. The next one over here is whoever is the officer seizing the goods and taking and going, he will issue an INA 02. Along with that, he should also prepare an inventory of the seized goods, documents, books, and things, and he will get it signed from the person from whose premises he is taking and going. He will get it signed. Are we clear, everyone? One thing over here is what are the principles? What are the principles or requirement during a search operation? Remember, whenever they are coming for a search, they will get a valid search warrant. Search warrant will be always executed before starting of the search. Search will always be accompanied by a lady officer. Search always will be in the presence of at least independent 2 witnesses. And before starting the search, they will disclose their identity. And after they have done the search, always remember a panchnama or mahazar of the proceedings shall be signed by the witness. Ditto means the above wala witness or person in charge or the owner of the premises. This is about section number 67. Section number 67 talks about inspection. After inspection, search and seizure. After that, we went ahead and learned about document, books, and things which are not relied upon will be returned. Section number 67.4, which went ahead and told about power to break open, etc. Section number 67.5, photocopies will be allowed. Section number 67.6, provisional release. Section number 67.7, sir, confiscation notice will be given to you within 6 months plus 6 months. Section number 67.8, perishable hazardous goods will be disposed of. Basically, they will allow you to pay the market price or tax, interest, penalty, whichever is payable, whichever is lower, and they will release the goods. Section number 67.9 goes ahead and says, sir, proper officer who is seizing the goods will prepare an inventory. Section number 68 goes ahead and talks about inspection of goods in transit. Inspection of conveyance carrying value of goods more than 50,000. Person in charge has to produce document and devices. If all the documents are matching Any mismatch is there, then Baba detention and seizure will happen. And section number 129 may whatever penalties etc. is there, penalty order will be passed. But sir, if all the documents are found to be in order, then no issues at all. This we had gone ahead and learned. Basically, section number 68 we learned with E-way bill ka chapter. Learned with rule number 138, 138A to E in the E-way bill ka chapter. The next one comes is section number 69, power to arrest. Commissioner has reason to believe that person has committed offense under section number 132.1 A, B, C, D. Remember this, very important. Section number 132.1 A, B, C, D. A means if you have gone ahead and supplied without invoice, or invoice without supply. Invoice without supply is also called bogus invoice. In the exam, right? Invoice without any supply in the contravention of the act or rules. So supply without invoice, invoice without supply, ITC taken on the basis of such invoice. ITC have taken on the basis of bogus invoice, or fraudulently have taken ITC without any invoice or bill. Or the last one over here is amount collected as tax and I am not deposited greater than 3 months from due date, and the amount is exceeding 2 crore, then I can be arrested. And always remember, arrest means you are taken in custody, so that when the trial is going on, you don't run away. Your free movement is being stopped. You are taken in custody. Yet not, you are not being imprisoned. Jail wala clothes are not given. You are just taken in custody so that you don't run away. So arrest is done when everyone supply without invoice, invoice without supply, ITC taken on the basis of bogus invoice, or ITC without invoice, or fraudulent, or no, amount collected as tax greater than 3 months from due date, you have not paid it to the government, and amount is more than 2 crore, then you can be arrested. But if you do these 4 offenses subsequently, then also you can be arrested. Subsequently, any amount, you will be arrested. Remember one thing, whenever you are arrested, arrest happens whenever the amount is more than 2 crore. But if the amount is more than 5 crore, then it is a cognizable and non-bailable offense. Severe offenses are non-bailable. The arresting AC or DC will not release you on bail. Within 24 hours of your arrest, you will be presented before the magistrate. Magistrate will go ahead and decide whether to send you to jail or release you on bail. Are we clear, everyone? And Baba, if the amount is any other offense which is amount is not more than 2 crore, amount is not more than 5 crore, 5 crore say more than amount, then it is cognizable and non-bailable. In that scenario, within 24 hours, it is cognizable and non-bailable. You will be presented before the magistrate within 24 hours. Baba, in any other scenario, might be repeatedly you're caught and the amount is less than 5 crore rupees, or might be 2 crore to 5 crore. Are you guys able to understand, everyone? Whenever the amount is more than 5 crore and you are arrested, then it is cognizable. Other than that wala scenario mein, it is non-cognizable. Non-severe offenses are bailable. The AC or DC who is arresting you will go ahead and decide the bail amount. You pay the bail amount, then you will be released. If you don't pay the bail amount, then you will be forwarded to the custody of the magistrate. Remember, commissioner will authorize any person of the central tax to arrest the person. Whenever you have gone ahead and done these offenses, commissioner will authorize your arrest. And if the amount is more than 5 crore, 4 offenses, amount is more than 2 crore, you can be arrested. Or repeat it, then also you can be arrested. But remember one thing, if the amount is more than 5 crore, cognizable and non-bailable, all other offenses, non-cognizable, non-severe offenses are bailable. AC or DC will tell you the bail amount. You pay the bail amount, very good. They will release you. But if you don't pay the bail amount, you will be forwarded to the custody of the magistrate. Remember one thing, assistant commissioner or deputy commissioner shall have the same power as that of a police in charge of a police station, and all the arrests will be made as per the procedure which are laid down, basically as per the provision of the Code of Criminal Procedure. Section number 70 goes ahead and says power to summon. Proper officer has the power to summon any person to give evidences, documents, things in an inquiry. And remember, if you are being summoned and you don't go, section number 122.3 says penalty up to 25,000 can be imposed on you. Penalty under section number 122.3 is there if you are being summoned and you don't appear for a summon. Section number 72 says all the officer, everyone, section number 71 first we'll read. Section number 70 is talking about power to summon. Section number 71, that sir, access to business premises. Officer authorized by the proper officer greater than equal to joint commissioner. Supposingly, joint commissioner has authorized one person to come for inspection to my premises. I am telling him I will not allow you. He can show me GST INA 01 and he has the access to my business premises. He can come inside my business premises. Officer authorized by the proper officer greater than equal to joint commissioner shall have access to inspect Books of accounts, document, computer program, computer software, and such other thing as he may require and available at such place of business, such place for the purpose of audits, scrutiny, verification, and checks. Sir, also person in charge. I am the person in charge of the place. If on demand by the proper officer who has come for an inspection might be, or audit party, or Baba, tax authorities have come for an audit to my premises, or chartered accountant or cost accountant has come for a special audit, and if they are demanding, I have to make records available, which are records as prepared, maintained, trial balances, audited financial statement, audited annual financials, cost audit report, in income tax audit report, if any, and any other relevant record within 15 working days of the demand. The next one over here is section number 72. First, we learned section number 67, inspection, search, seizure. 68, inspection of goods in transit. 69, power to arrest. 70, summon. 71, everyone, access to business premises. And section number 72, that other officers like police officer, railway officer, custom officer, land revenue collection officer, village officer, CGST, Baba, SGST Act it will be written CGST officer. Same way in CGST Act it is written SGST or duty GST officer or notified class of officers will always assist the proper officer in implementation of this act. For an example, one officer is coming for an inspection, search and seizure. If he goes to the police, police has to assist him in going out and carrying out the search, because officer is going ahead and doing those activities basically in the implementation of the act. For the proper implementation of act, all other officers should assist the proper officer. Here we are done with a quick revision of your chapter of inspection, search, seizure and arrest. Everyone over here, listen. In this chapter, what is important? They can go ahead and ask you what are the situations when inspection can be done. They can ask you who can authorize inspection. They can ask you what are the powers of the officer during a valid search. They can ask you, sir, what are the principles or requirements of a search. They can ask you about arrest. When can a person be arrested? Done, everyone. And when is the offense cognizable offense? You have to be very careful about it. They can ask you a small short note on access to business premises. Done, everyone. What about perishable and hazardous goods which are being seized? Done, everyone. That is the maximum question. C graded chapter, but a small question can come. Other than this inspects audit wala chapter which is there, that is also a C graded chapter. They can ask you a short note. C graded chapter again, everyone. They can ask you a short note on audit by tax authorities, audit, special audit ke liye they can ask you a short note, and I've gone ahead and given the question also over here. And audit may they can also ask you, sir, can the audit be done for multiples of year? What is the date of commencement of audit? They can go ahead and ask about, sir, assistant commissioner, when he can go ahead and propose an audit, when Baba he is of the opinion that value declared is not correct, or ITC taken, credit taken is not within normal limit. These are the small questions which are there. I've anyways put the question marks for the various types of question marks I put for the questions. Done, everyone. I'll go ahead and close my revision on the chapter of inspection, search, seizure and arrest. Done.